Hello and welcome to the Season 2 finale of Right to Dream FC. An up and down season. We've had a fantastic kind of adventure in Europe. Gutted still after the last game against Lazio. Run the intro and then we'll get into the games that have been played and a cup final ahead. We have played the 3 games against Randers in a row. Very nice to see. This fixture list was a little bit weird. Randers, we beat them 2-0 in the league. Neymar and Omega getting the goals for us in this game. Both in the first 15 minutes as well, so it put us in control massively. Then a 5-2 very comfortable win in the cup game first leg. We were at home, 5-2 victory, followed by a 2-0 victory away from home. Omega's got about 5 goals in 3 games at the minute. Hopefully he can take that into the final, which we are playing against, who were kind of one of our first teams that we did play in the first episode of this series. So hoping we can get some cup gold, pick up a trophy and kind of make up for the disappointments of Lazio. And looking how we are in the league, we've played 2 games less at Copenhagen. We're 7 points behind. Obviously, if we win both of those, we'll be 1 point behind. There's 2 games left to play. 3 games. Is there 3 games? Oh, we got loads. How many games have we got? I know we've got AGF, Viborg and Silkeborg. It might be Silkeborg twice. It is Silkeborg twice. Anyway, enough of that. That thing's popped overhead again. Ignore that. Or don't. Click on it. Anyway, let's get to the cup final. No suit today for me. Champions League, I'll get the suit out. But for now, I'll see you there. So no major team changes for this final. Salah, finally we can play him in a debut for us, a live debut. Giga, Buckman and Nagalo. Trying to still get Buckman to agree to a deal with us. I think we might need to make sure that the season's going to tick over for us to go into the Champions League qualification round. Ndiaye, left wing back, with Kana as our CDM, Vladson as our right wing back. A new contract has been signed for Vladson. He's here for another 2 more seasons, which is very good because until we get our first choice right back, Vladson's going to be our wing back, probably for next season coming in. Fatu right wing, Antman as our cam, and Neymar as our left wing, with Omega starting up front for us. Wow, looking at this, Giga's looking a little jaded, so Kian Hansen, you know what, it's his last season with the club. I think he's going to retire at the end of this. It'll be a nice 5,000 wages freed up, which is good, but enough dilly-dallying. Let's get into the final. Yeah, still need to say, I'm so drained after that Lazio game. If Ben Chimol had just scored in the last minute. Anyway, we can't think about that too much. But I feel like we've had a very good European adventure in the Europa Conference League. Some good victories along the way. Obviously, we beat Newcastle, we beat Galatasaray. Yeah. Some good teams that we did play. Shakhtar, Rosenborg, Olympiacos, all very good teams in their native nation, I should say. But I'm babbling. Let's get on to this. We've had no highlight just yet. We're going to demand more. Why are we going cautious here? What is playing at? What are you playing at? Back to balance, please. A demand more has been used as well. Let's do it again. Demand more. There's been no highlight. Fatu, what have we got? Swings it in. Buckman off the crossbar. And Jamfi manages to clear it away. They're going with a 4-4-2. Are we going to attack in here? I'm not sure. But Antman swings it out to Fatu. Omega's in the middle. What have we got? Fatu cuts inside, hits it from distance, and Bernat, quite comfortably, has to be said, picks it up out the air and boots it down to Sabi. Salah saves us in the dying third there. I mean, it's not been a classic. It's not been a classic cup final. We're going to thrash our arms. Far from pleased. Please do more. Schmitty's not on the bench. Benchimol is, but I'm scared to play him now. Am I? No, he can redeem himself in this game, I'm sure. Fitness-wise, the team seem fine with the exception of Canna. And, you know, what a boring game. I was going to say, what an absolutely boring game. Let's just go attacking. Canna can come off for Christensen. Let's get some players onto the pitch. We haven't got a left wing back. Lovely stuff, Ross. You've done well here. You know what, Hansen? You're not going to do anything here. So, Giga's going to come in. Antman, we're going to bring you off. Diamande, yeah, you're fine, but we're going to put Benchimol up front with Omega as a pressing forward on attack. We'll go 4-4-2 and see if Omega and Antman and Benchimol can kind of do something up front. Nothing's happening in this. It's going to go to added time, isn't it? We'll drop into positive. Christensen crosses it in. Buckman off the post. Now, I mean, it hasn't been a classic. We've dominated the game. Go on, Fatawu. What can we do? Go on, just up there would be lovely. Right in that area of the goal. Oh, it's off the crossbar and Buckman heads it in 2 minutes before full time. Come on, Buckman. Sign with us full time. You've won us a trophy here. I should be more excited, really, but yeah. We haven't been clinical, I must say, but let's revel in this. We've won a trophy. 2 seasons in. We're still in contention to win the league as well. Am I in there somewhere? There I am. Just to the left of the players. I'm in the way. As always. Let's move me out. There we go. Let's just enjoy this. Well done, Northland. First and not the last trophy under our reign, I'd like to think. Very nicely done. I mean, I would have expected more people in the crowd than this to see your team win a final. But lovely little cartwheel there. Who's number 3? Is that Giga? But we'll revel in the glory. Hopefully this will impress the board to give us a bit more moolah, but yeah. Wasn't the best game, but we got the trophy, which is all that matters. And a lovely little achievement in the bottom corner as well. Buckman drives us forward. Proud day for the fans, indeed. We'll praise him for his performance as well. Right, so when are we coming back? That is the question. I think we're going to come back. I've already done AGF this season. We'll come back against Silkeborg on the 31st of May. And I'll see you then. We've won a trophy, we've won something. Let's cheer that on. So, coming into the last game that we are going to show this season. The last 2 games we did play in the league. Silkeborg IF, we drew 1-1. Very poor performance from ourselves. And then we beat Viborg 2-1. Omega getting a goal in that game. He's doing quite well so far. Chimiti, we haven't played him at all, pretty much. Due to Omega coming in. We're 6 points away from Copenhagen. It's 2 games to go. I don't see us doing anything with this. So, we're going to go in. Chimiti's going to get kind of a farewell with us. Hopefully we can maybe get him again next season. Who knows, but for now, the team to face is Salah, Giga, Gomez, Jensen Abu. So Jensen Abu, we will look to move him on next season if we do find a suitor for him. It just doesn't fit what we require. You know, Giga, Nagalo, if we can get Buckman in, obviously, and Gomez as well, then I'll be very happy with that. Svensson, left wing back, Christensen and Barsland at right wing back. So Barsland is an interesting player, definitely one for squad depth for us. We'll see how he kicks on next season. He's out of contract next season as well, so we'll see how he kicks on for next season. Mariah, he's had a good season with us on loan. He's filled in where required, but he's joining Bayern, so we've kind of limited his game time as well. Nygren, another player that we're potentially going to be moving on next season as well. Jordan Ayew, again, he signed a 2-year contract, but he's going to be very much a big part player coming into this, and obviously then Schmitty to finish off the season with us. I think I'll play this game and then we'll come back for the end of season review as well. I think if it looked likely that we was going to potentially challenge for the title, I probably would have come back for the AGF game, but as it stands for now, well done to Copenhagen. They've won it again. We're a little bit closer this year though, a little bit closer. So hopefully we can get some good additions in, enough to kind of rotate the team across with Europe as well. We will be in Europe, well, unless something really drastic happens, I think we're guaranteed to enter into the Champions League qualifying rounds. And obviously if we don't get into that, then it will be the Europa League that we are looking at. But let's focus on the game for now. Jensen debut, into Christensen, Diego Maria. Is there an overlap? There isn't. But Svensson now runs to the byline, into Maria, back to Svensson, into Maria. What's happening? Nygren gets a goal. Do you remember last season when Nygren, he was scoring hat-tricks, he was scoring goals for us in Mohamed Diamande's kind of absence. Antman's taken up that role now, so Nygren, he's the 4th choice player for us, so nice to see him getting a goal there. Sorry for the yawn. It's quite late as I'm recording this now. 12:30 to be exact. Right, Christensen swings it in, Gomez heads it just wide. He's had a very kind of impressive season with us so far. The amount of goals he's got from corners has been crazy. And Christensen as well. Christensen was a player that we were looking to kind of move on because he didn't want to sign a new contract with us, and he's become a very vital... Is there a goal? No, it's no goal. He's become a very vital part of our team. Him and Canna basically rotating the defensive midfielder option there. A couple of players that we are looking to bring in. Omar Rekic from Arsenal. Young Tunisian centre-back, can play right-back as well as defensive midfielder. So his versatility could come in, obviously with Abu leaving us. He doesn't know it yet, but sorry, Yuri Jensen. And also looking at Hannibal Mejbri as well from Manchester United. Go on, Schmitty. Oh, just wide. So Hannibal's out of contract at the end of this season. Will our team be attractive enough for him to want to join us? I'm not too sure. We did try and put a bid in for Willy Kambala from Manchester United. However, Porto came in with an offer as well, and rightly so. He's chosen to go to sunny Portugal rather than Denmark. So, can't begrudge him for that. This game's a pretty meh game. As I say that and hit the man more, we get a highlight. Giga to Maria, to no one. Barshland into Maria, headed away. Christensen, what have you got? Nothing. He loses out. Silkeborg start a break on us. Engel on the left. Hengstedt gets past. Oh, what a rubbish goal that was. What an absolute rubbish goal. Was that deflected as an own goal? I need to see that again. That's absolutely poor. And who's this as well? Jensen abuse. See, that's why we're getting rid of him. You know what? I think it's gone off Gomez and then off Salah. Oh well. Well, it's been given as a Tengstedt goal, but I don't think it is. It looks like a couple of own goals there. Alright, Christensen now. What have we got? Nothing there. Maria into the box. Spoons it over. Let's make some changes. This has been really poor. We're going to go attacking as well. Chimiti, you've not had a great game. We'll bring on Kali Sane. Christensen can come off of Romeo. And Jensen, please leave the club for Hansen. You know what? Buckman's going to come on as well. 20 minutes to go. Do we care? Moran for Agnero. We'll move Andre Ayew over as well. I feel like Agnero's had a pretty decent kind of introduction to the team this season with us. Scored a few goals as well. Are we going to concede another here? Engel down the left. There you go. Hansen wins the ball. Barcelona now down the right-hand side. Swings it in. Calisane. That's a lovely save by Larson. Well done there. If only Salah had done that at the other end. Right, what's happening here? Still nothing. You know what? We haven't demanded more in this game. I think I've kind of just given up on this game and the season so far. The Lazio game really took it out of us. Agnero into the box. What have we got? There you go. 5th goal of the season. Yannick Agnero. He's definitely going to be around the team next season as well. There's going to be a certain amount of games that we do need to kind of rotate around. But very nice finish there. "12 minutes to go. Yeah, hasn't had the excitement of as Europe. Look at these stats though: 28 shots, 16 on target, and we only win 2-1. I think that's an issue that we do have. We're not clinical enough in front of goal. But there we go. We'll outstretch our arms. We'll let them know that the win is appreciated. I mean, it's down to the wire. It is down to the wire. When is the game against AGF? It's in 2 days. You know what? Let's just do it. You never know. Actually, who are Copenhagen playing? Who are they playing? Right, they just gave us a tough game, Silkeborg. You know what? We'll do an extra game here against AGF, and I'll see you. I wasn't really expecting to be back for a third game. It's the first time we've done a triple header episode, but we got the cup win. Can we win the league? I don't know. I think the odds are insurmountable. Well, we'll see if this makes it into the cut as well, I suppose. So against Copenhagen as well. So this will just be a I'll just skip to it. It's 3-0. It's not happening. It's not happening. We bring Omega on. I mean, we've had 10 shots, 4 on target. We haven't been clinical at all with this game. I mean, stuff like that. Nagala's just lost it to Mulgard. I think AGF, they've got us with their tactics. Whatever they do, they have got us. They've got us figured out. It's ended 0-0. Glad we didn't come back for this. Right, that kind of sums it up. That is a league over. You know what, we'll crash our arms at this. They'll forget about it by the time the season comes around. It's finished. Copenhagen 5 points clear of us. They won their game 4-0. We needed a Silkeborg win. Wasn't to be. Let's just get to the end of season review, and we'll discuss the highs and the lows of this season. So here we are. The end of season review is here for Football Club Nordsjælland. End of season review 23-24 season. Let's have a look at the new arrivals. Apparently, signing of the season was Marwin Salah for 400,000. To be fair, he's going to be our first choice goalkeeper next season. Conceded 13 in 15 in the league, but kept 5 clean sheets. And he even got a player of the match, 6.99 rating. In the Pokerland, he got a 7.52 rating. So very excited to see what happens with Marwan Salah. First piece of the puzzle is the goalkeeper. Hansen has been a good servant for us. We're going to try and move him on in the summer though. Obviously, Chimiti, 1.1 million spent. What else can I say about this guy? You know what? I can just move myself just over here. 1.1 million, 40 appearances, 4 on the bench, 31 goals, 5 assists, 7.32 rating. He's been fantastic for us. I don't think there's any chance to bring him back in. Ask our agent about the availability. Okay, he would actually speak to us, but £71,000 a week. No. I'm sorry. See you later. Secondly, Tarek Buckman, 35k for the loan. 18 games started, 7 from the bench, 2 goals, 1 assist, 7.28. I've got a feeling that potentially he may want to talk to us. No, he's not interested. He's my main transfer target to get this season. Well, I should say in this transfer window. Emmanuel Omega, 14 million spent, so much money. How has he done? Not too bad, not too bad. 16 starts, 9 substitute appearances, 13 goals, 1 assist, 7.01 rating. Again, he's just got to get used to how we play in the team. I've waxed lyrical about him in my intro a couple of episodes ago. 6'5", he's 21 years of age, 17 jumping reach. He's going to get better, I'm sure of it. He had a good half of the season with the goals that have been scored as well. So 13 goals, 1 assist. Very happy with his contribution so far. Marco Canna as well, 6 million spent on Canna. He's done fine, 7.04 rating. Again, I'm not really going to expect too much of our players when they first come into the team. They need a good season to get kind of firing. Even Chimiti didn't play that well when he first joined us. So very happy to see Marco Canna kind of making that CDM role his own into next season. Jago Maria, he's leaving to go to Bayern. We won't speak about him too much. Nasa Giga, 13k a week. Yeah, he's fine. It's his first season at the club. He's going to be a good backup. Good starting player, depends on where Buckman comes in. And then 2 more as well. Andre Ayew. He still looks good. He's 34 years old. 2-year deal is down at the club for. Conference League was where he played his best football. 5 goals in 11 games in that. In the 3F Superliga, he's got 4 goals in 12. So he's made contributions. He's kind of earned his 6k that he came in on. Now he's done 3.6. Be interesting to see if anyone actually comes in for him in the season. And then Gilson Benchimol, he came in. He's basically a backup player to Chimiti. 6 goals. Look, as you can see here, he started 4 games, 22 from the bench. 6 goals, 2 assists. It's fine. If he gets a good bid, I would consider letting him go. But for now, it's fine. He's had a fine season. So the results as they are, the Tigers finished where many had expected them to, spending time at the top of the table and deviating little from a course that helped them achieve what they'd set out for the start of the campaign. So expectation was finished 3rd, we finished 2nd, average home attendance of 7,410. Chimiti, the top goal scorer, obviously, with 19 goals. In the Conference League, we was expected to be competitive. We came to the semi-finals, and we was a minute and 1 shot away from making it into the final. Chimiti with 10 goals. It's just been a fantastic performance all round from Chimiti. And then the DVU Pokeland, we won that. I keep forgetting this. We've won a trophy. We've done something in 2 seasons, at the very least. Omega with the 4 goals with us here. Moments to remember. Rosenborg 6-0 win. Chimiti with a hat-trick. Omega with 2. And Giga with the 6th. Beating Copenhagen 2-0. It's really, really weird. Like, we've beaten Copenhagen quite a few times in this season. It's the other little games that's really let us down. And goal of the season was Damar. Can we see it? Do we just click on it? I can't be bothered. He scored a goal, apparently, which was nice to see. Finance-wise, not a lot's changed. I don't expect the Danish Football League to be flooded with with investment because of how we did in the Conference League. But shirt sales sold. Neymar, Antman, Diamande, Omega and Ayew. No Chimiti in there. Maybe because he's not a lone player. I don't know. And how we lined up. So Chimiti, Neymar, Diamande and Fatawu, our front four. Svensson, Christensen, Bladson, our second row of three, with Giga, Buckman, Gomez and Hansen rounding off the season. We won no awards. Boo. Fans Player of the Season, though, was Chimiti, and the Young Player of the Season, like Chimiti. He was also our top goal scorer and our highest average rating of 7.3. Signing of the season was Marwan Salah. Goal of the season was Neymar. It's weird to think that Neymar's only 20. He's been such a fantastic kind of servant for us so far in the last 2 seasons. His ratings have been really good. He can only get better, which I'm very excited to see. I hope no one comes in for him. He's got 4 years on his deal, no minimum free release clause, so it would have to be the board that kind of accept any bids for any of our players, I think, going forward, that we obviously want to build our team around. So, Bladson, 15 assists this season from a right wing back is fantastic. 7.34 rating in the Europa League. He got the most assists in the Europa League with 9. Lovely to see. Most player of the matches was Neymar with 6. And most passes completed per 90 minutes was Amain Romeo with 79. Not kind of sure what's going to happen with Romeo with this. He's a backup for now. If we can offload him for 3-4 million, potentially might do that. But for now, record breakers. So we've already smashed our transfer record this season. Highest transfer fee paid, 14 million. He's better do good next season. That's all I'm going to say. Worst discipline was Nagalo, 14 yellow cards. It's only in 32 games. That's crazy. Ernest Neymar with 6 player of the matches, as mentioned. Bladson with 15 assists in the league. And Chimiti's 31 goals in the league as well. I mean, he's been absolutely fantastic. Can you let us have him on loan again? Don't see it happening. What if we offer him all the wages? I mean, we can only try, can't we? We can only try. So, history in the making. Your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat won't go unrewarded at our end of season ceremony. They got Randers 2-0 here for whatever reason. Don't know why. DBU Pokeland. We won the Pokeland. Looked class above in the first couple of months of the season. Looks like that's kind of fallen over a little bit there. And that's it. That's the season over. Thank you very much. I've had so many such an increase in likes and views on this season, as well as obviously the first season as well. Very excited for this game save. Season 3 is going to get underway quite soon. I've got a lot of transfers to do, but a big thank you. Can I get me bigger? Yeah, we can. Big thank you to everyone. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm going to spend a lot of the transfer window looking at players to bring in, but also looking at our coaches. Part of the thing is to develop players as well. We can't always buy a semi-finished article and hope that they play well in games. So we're going to be looking at kind of improving our coaching team. Transfer budget-wise, we've been given 4 million. It's not the biggest budget in the world. We've got 24,000 to play with in the wages as well. But for now, thank you very much. Drop a like, subscribe, share with your friends if you have enjoyed this, or family. And I'll see you for season 3. Have a good night, have a good day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.